All right, so today I'm gonna show you guys the top 5 beginner side hustles you can start today. So you don't need to quit your 9 to 5. And if you're not working a 9 to 5, this video is most likely not for you. Because honestly, it's been so carefully curated for those who still work a 9 to 5 on a daily basis. So if you're watching, just take some notes. All right, so before I break into the best beginner side hustles whilst you're still working a 9 to 5, you have to get out of the mindset of I hate my 9 to 5. Because I know a lot of online gurus make it seem like making money online or make it seem like starting a business online is easy. That's far from the truth. But it does be having to clock in at someone else's schedule whenever you're sick, whenever you're stressed out, or you just feel like shit. However, the 9 to 5 is not the problem. The problem is you. You just don't have the skills yet to break free from the 9 to 5. So don't worry, we're gonna get you there. So the first beginner friendly side hustle we're gonna start with is gonna be video editing. And I know what you're thinking, how is editing some videos gonna make me some money? But let me just explain this to you. There's hundreds of millions of videos posted on social media every single day. YouTube alone gets 18 million posts daily, TikTok 34 million, Instagram anywhere from 15 to 20 million. You don't think even a small percentage of these people need to get their videos edited? You see, we're living in an era of content creation. So there's gonna be hundreds of thousands of creators out there, or even millions out there, that are gonna be willing to pay you money for you to edit videos for them. Why? Because editing is pretty time consuming. And why would I waste my time editing when I can pay somebody else a good amount of cash to do that for me? And they're gonna be a lot better at it, and the video is gonna turn out a lot better. Even I have an editor who I pay to make my average videos turn into great videos. I simply just can't do what he does because he's an expert at that. And there's different types of editing. There's short form editing, which is for platforms like Instagram and TikTok. There's long form editing, which is for platforms like YouTube. If you're gonna learn editing, I would say you should learn both skills. They're pretty similar, obviously, but it doesn't hurt to be multifaceted, right? This is the part you gotta understand, right? Content creating is like a gold rush, right? So imagine all the content creators are trying to find a goal. They're trying to post their videos daily, try to start an online business. You're gonna be the one selling the shovel to all the gold miners, and you're gonna make tons of money from it. You're gonna be the one who's editing the videos, who's providing value to the people who are looking for that gold. All right, but this is how you're gonna set yourself apart from every other video editor out there. When you reach out to a potential client, you wanna have a demo of their work already done. So if you have a YouTube creator that you wanna help edit for, take a clip from their YouTube video, try and edit it and make the edit better than what they already have done there, and then send that to them and say, hey, I edited this piece of content for you. This is how I do it. This is how I'm gonna make your content better so you can make more money off of YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. This is how you're gonna set yourself apart, because most other editors out there are just gonna DM people, cold DM 100 or thousands of people and be like, let me edit for you, let me edit for you. Yeah, they might get clients that way, but you're not gonna get the best clients by just doing that. So always provide value out front, and then it'll make your life a lot easier. Now, let's go to number 2. One of the best ways to make money online right now, at least for a side hustle, is by selling digital products. The market for selling digital products right now is already over $50 billion, and it's predicted to hit 1 trillion by 2032. We all know selling physical products could be a hassle. You either need tons of inventory or you're gonna drop ship. Either way, it's still gonna be a hassle. And I'm not saying this model doesn't work or it's not viable, because people are making millions of dollars with it, but for the vast majority of beginners, it's just not. I always say when you're first starting out, you don't want to spend a lot of money right out the gate, because you most likely just blow it due to the lack of experience, right? Digital products are cool, and I like it because it takes very little money to start up, and most of the time you're just selling information that you already know. This could be in the form of workbooks, online courses, seminars, templates, planners. You want to find something you're slightly good at or something that you're obsessed with, which can make it easier for you to get better at it, and you want to monetize that. What does that look like? It doesn't have to be something that you're a complete expert in. It doesn't have to be something that you've done for your whole life. But if it's something you feel like you have an unfair advantage in, then yeah, you should explore that. If you're somebody who, whenever you cook for anyone, they always rave about it. They always say, oh, your food is really good. It's scrumptious. It doesn't matter who you cook for. That means you have a skill right there. It means you're a good damn cook. And people will always pay for something that they feel like they're lacking and they want to get better at. Or let's say you're a barber and you're really good at cutting hair. Why not start making videos on how to learn to start cutting hair, or how to learn to get the best fades or give the best fades of all time? Do something that you find pleasure in, or you find easy to do, or people compliment you a lot about, and find a way to sell that. This does mean that you have to start learning how to make content online. So that's going to be a big skill that you have to learn, because you have to get people's attention first to be able to sell them anything, right? So you have to learn how to get people's attention before you can monetize that products. But trust me, whenever you do this, the cash is about to start rolling. Number 3, right here, this is a special one. I think this is going to be the best beginner-friendly side hustle that you can start right now, right today. And maybe there might be some bias here. I'm not going to lie, because I do this one. So yeah, number 3 is going to be TikTok Shop. So a lot of people don't know about TikTok Shop. All it is that you make videos about a product and you get commission based off how many you sell on the product. The videos could be talking about the benefits, the pain points, the cool effects of the product, whatever it does for it to go viral. And based off the virality, you're usually gonna sell a good amount of the product. And you get paid commission every time you sell the product. You see, just like that. Let me actually give you a demo real quick. So if you have a partner who snores really badly, they always complain about having headaches in the morning, they sleep really poorly, or they just have problems with attention, focus, it always seems like they're zoning out, most likely they probably have a deviated septum, which is causing them to stop breathing at night, which makes them wake up really tired every single morning, and it's gonna become a perpetual cycle. So there's this product that I found on TikTok. It's called the Boom Boom Stick, and all you have to do is you have to unscrew the cap and you insert it inside your nose. Oh God. And you just sniff and it clears out your nostrils right away. So it contains essential oils, menthol, and just completely natural and clean ingredients. I don't know why a lot of people aren't talking about this, because this has been a complete life changer and I can't swear by it more. I'll go ahead and leave a link down below. It's that easy, that simple, and you can make tens of thousands of dollars doing this. Now just listen to how wild this is, right? So there's tons of like 16, 17, 18-year-olds out there making 10 to 20K months just by doing videos like that on TikTok Shop. There's 45-year-old moms, 50-year-old moms selling herbal products, herbal remedies on TikTok Shop, crushing 20K, 30K, 50K months. I have friends who have made 100K months, 150K months, 200K months. So everything in TikTok Shop is very much possible, which is why I love it. There's so much upside to it and very little downside. And the cost to start TikTok Shop is very, very, very low. If I was gonna say the best beginner model or best friendly beginner model to start today, I would definitely say TikTok Shop. Another thing is consumer to consumer selling is becoming more and more popular today. And you're gonna see a lot of these social platforms, whether that's Instagram, whether that's YouTube, whether that's X, they're gonna start doing this and adopting this model a lot more often. Whether you like it or not, TikTok Shop is already a competitor to Amazon. So short form selling, being able to talk on camera just like this is gonna be very, very important. And it's gonna be a huge, massive skill for the next 10, 20, 30 years. If you're gonna start now. Number 4 in my book would be freelance social media marketing. So let me give you a quick story about this. So I have a bad ankle. My left ankle is pretty bad right now, and it's been bothering me for about a year right now. But this morning I decided to call the physical therapy office, or like to go look at some websites to see which one I wanted to go to. And all the websites were so outdated. They were so putrid looking that it made me damn near want to click off the websites and not even go to the physical therapy anymore. And this is how a lot of small businesses out there are losing customers, because a lot of their systems, a lot of their websites, a lot of their content is very much outdated. But the best part about all of this is that this is where you come into play, right? So a lot of these businesses don't understand that they're leaving tens of thousands of dollars on the table every single month by having these outdated systems, outdated websites, no social media presence. And this is where you're gonna present yourself to them and tell them, I can make you more money. There's different things you can help with, whether it's content creation, just social media management in general, paid ads, influencer marketing, profile optimization, SEO, whatever it is. I would pick one and try to become an expert at it. And to be honest, you don't even have to become an expert, because you can always outsource your work. You can always find somebody who has experience, maybe in a different country, who has less buying power than you, and pay them for their service. So you're not tied down to one or two businesses where you're having to spend all your time just right there. This is why social media marketing is such a powerful side hustle. There's approximately 35 million small businesses in the US. 23% of those small businesses have no social media presence at all. That's over 8 million small businesses. So that is where you come into play. Find a niche, make it as specific as possible, specialize in that niche, become a dog in that niche, and you're gonna make your life a lot easier. Now we're on to the last, number 5, copywriting. Copywriting is the art of writing words that sell. Now, this could be a product description on Amazon, a caption on Instagram, maybe a script for a YouTube video, an email or newsletter. There's most likely always a copywriter behind all of this. The choice of words you use when you're trying to sell something is very important to get into the mind of a consumer. It could be the difference between a business making thousands of dollars or just leaving it completely off the table. So people are going to be willing to pay you a good amount of money if you become a master at this skill. So the first way you're going to learn how to start using words to sell is by reading books. So we already know tons of businesses have an online presence, which makes this economy worth billions. And now with the rise of e-commerce, personal branding, there's going to be a lot of people that need people to script their videos, that need people to write their emails, their newsletters, their landing pages. Demand for quality copy is exploding. So trust me, if you're going to explore copywriting, one thing I will say is to use AI tools that's going to make your life a lot easier. I'm sure there's tons out there when it comes to copywriting. You want to make a really good portfolio, something that makes you stand out. And just like video editing, you want to take a piece of copy from somebody that you want to work with, whether that's a mini influencer, an influencer in general, and try and make their copy better. So try and take a sample, maybe it's from their TikTok ad or a TikTok video, whatever, and try and make it better. But yeah, don't just go into their DMs sliding in all cold without any ideas of what you're going to say, right? And don't just send the same message that tens of thousands of other people are going to send to them in the first place. So yes, guys, these are the top 5 beginner-friendly side hustles that you can start right now, right today. Hope you guys got some value from the video. If you did, make sure you hit a thumbs up, hit a like, subscribe, and take action. That's the most important thing. If you're watching this video, you got to take action. So do that, and you can turn your dreams into realities. I'll see you guys in the next video.